The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most important waterways in the world. Every day, millions of barrels of oil pass through this narrow channel between Iran and the Arabian Peninsula. In fact, about 20% of the world's oil supply moves through this strait, but during conflicts in the Middle East, this small waterway can become a major battlefield. One of the biggest threats in the Strait of Hormuz is naval mines. A single mine can damage or sink a large tanker. Even worse, a few mines could shut down shipping lanes and disrupt the global economy. Because of this threat, the United States has developed a strategy to detect and destroy Iranian mine laying ships before they can deploy their mines. In this episode, we will explain why Iran uses mine warfare, how the US tracks mine laying ships, and what the American military would do to stop them. If you're looking for the truth, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and let's get started. Iran knows it cannot defeat the US Navy in a direct naval battle, so instead it uses asymmetric warfare. This means using smaller, cheaper weapons that can cause huge damage. Naval mines are perfect for this strategy. They are cheap to produce, easy to deploy, and extremely dangerous. Military experts estimate that Iran has thousands of naval mines in its inventory. Iran can deploy these mines using fast attack boats, small naval vessels, mini submarines, or disguised civilian ships. These vessels can quickly drop mines in the narrow shipping lanes of the strait. Because the Strait of Hormuz is very narrow, even a small number of mines can block traffic and create panic in global market. That's why the US strategy focused on destroying the mine-laying ships before the mines enter the water. But here's the real problem for Iran. Deploying these mines is not invisible. Every mine must first be carried to the water by a ship. And that's exactly where the United States is waiting. Before a mine can threaten a tanker, before it can damage a warship, it has to enter the water first. And that means the US military focus on one critical mission: finding the ships that are carrying the mines. And today, with modern surveillance technology, hiding those ships is becoming increasingly difficult. The United States uses a network of satellites, reconnaissance aircraft, drones, and electronic intelligence systems to monitor Iranian naval activity across the Persian Gulf. If a vessel loads mine container at a naval base, American intelligence can often detect it long before it leaves port. From that moment, the ship may already be under surveillance, and once it begins moving toward the Strait of Hormuz, the next phase of the strategy begins. For example, if a small vessel suddenly loads mine containers at a naval base, American intelligence satellites can detect it. US reconnaissance drones can then follow the ship as it leaves port. This allows the military to track potential mine-laying ships before they even reach the Strait of Hormuz. Once a suspected mine-laying vessel is identified, the US has several options to destroy it. The first option is airstrikes. US fighter jets or drones can launch precision missiles at the ship before it deploys mines. This strategy has already been used in recent operations. Reports indicate that US forces destroyed multiple Iranian vessels, including 16 suspected mine-laying ships near the Strait of Hormuz. Another option is naval interception. American destroyers and patrol ships can intercept suspicious vessels and stop them before they reach shipping lanes. If necessary, they can disable or sink the ship. The goal is simple: destroy the mine-laying vessels before they deploy mines into the water. Because once the mines are deployed, the situation becomes much more complicated. Even if some mines are deployed, the US Navy has specialized units to remove them. These are called mine countermeasure forces. They use several technologies: mine hunting ships equipped with sonar systems, underwater drones that scan the seabed, explosive charges to destroy detected mines. Clearing mines can be slow and dangerous. Experts say that clearing a heavily mined strait could take weeks or even months. That's why preventing the mines from being deployed in the first place is the most important strategy. And despite America's power navy, protecting the Strait of Hormuz is extremely difficult. The strait is very narrow. Iran controls the northern coastline, and Iranian forces can use many different weapons at the same time, including missiles, drones, fast attack boats, naval mines. This means the US Navy has to operate in what military planners call a weapons engagement zone. Even escorting oil tankers through the strait can be very risky. The battle for the Strait of Hormuz is not just about ships and missiles, it's about controlling one of the most important energy routes in the world. Iran uses naval mines as a cheap but powerful weapon, but the United States strategy is clear. Track the mine laying ships, destroy them before they deploy mines, and keep the shipping lanes open. Because if the Strait of Hormuz is blocked, the impact would not just be regional, it would affect the entire global economy, and actually, this is what's happening right now. And that's why this narrow waterway remains one of the most dangerous flashpoints on the planet. And at the end, I have a question for you. If you are in the US Navy shoe, what would you do to stop Iran from blocking the most important economy route in the whole world? I'm waiting for your answers in the comment.